Howdy, amigos. Welcome back to the No Booze Reviews Room, here with the old faithful companion paper mache pig, where we're out here testing, sampling all sorts of different non alcoholic beverages, mostly beers, because that's what's prevalent out there. But again, this is a golden age of non alcoholic beverages. So if you have ever considered giving up alcohol, now is the time because you don't have to sacrifice the delicious beverages that you've come to know and love. You can now just experience them without the harmful side effects. So, that being said, let's see what we've got on the table today. And it's the Surreal Brewing Company Juicy Mavs Hazy IPA, named after a surf spot up in Northern California where some of the biggest waves ever are produced. And pretty awesome. So, I'm going to get this going, let it open up a little bit. And while I'm doing that, well, that's foamy. Look at that. Haven't had that happen yet, so that's pretty cool. Just gonna go right in. While we're doing that, I want to remind you because we are closing in on the end of the year here, and that means the beginning of yet another year. So, uh, I'm not huge on New Year's resolutions or anything like that. It was kind of totally by chance that my um, giving up alcohol lined up. It started on January 1st. It will be 5 years ago, half a decade, which is just crazy to think about, um, coming up on January 1st. So it didn't start out as a New Year's resolution at all. I was thinking just going to see how this goes. Maybe a week, maybe a month. But I've always I had it in the back of my mind. I wanted to go 1 year with no alcohol, and that seemed like an impossible feat. And as the days started stacking up to weeks, started stacking up to months, a year went by, and I felt great. And it's just easy now. I was really worried about like the social pressures, going out, work events, and all that kind of stuff that come up, especially during the holidays. We got all types of parties, and everybody's in a different place. So it wasn't an issue for whatever reason, divine intervention or timing, getting older, having kids. All those things could contribute. But all that to say, I want to challenge you to find out, to just honestly ask yourself where you are on what I'll call an alcoholic or the alcohol spectrum. So on the furthest extreme, we've got a full blown alcoholism, where it impacts uh, everything in your life and you cannot function without alcohol, too. All the way on the other end, a drink here and there once or twice a month or maybe even a year. So you've got those extremes. And in between there, you've got your casual drinker 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe you're drinking every day, but you don't feel like it's impacting your life. Well, go through a series of questions with yourself. Is it impacting my life, and in what ways? And if this isn't a habit or something if I can do without it, then why don't I? And it may be that you just enjoy having a drink, and you are that type of person. You have that sort of constitution where it is not a problem for you, and that is totally fine. Um, but really dig in and see, and do an experiment and say, hey, if this isn't a habit or something I can go without, or if I can't do without, then who's in control or what's in control? And if you find yourself wondering or curious about it, well, hey, that's what we're here for. That's why we're sampling these non-alcoholic beers, to help you move forward without the alcohol, but still being able to enjoy the tastes of a beer from time to time, or a glass of wine. Haven't come across a hard liquor. That's not true. I've got a gin that is okay. It's a mixed drink, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. So anyway, you don't have to sacrifice the flavor and having that drink in your hand. The physical act of doing the drinking, but without all the side effects. And if you just do any quick search of the negative impacts of alcohol, you will find myriad, other than the ones you already knew about. The liver impact. I mean, it's even a few drinks, a couple of drinks, every other night or every week or whatever. They're starting to realize now that maybe there is more of an impact than originally thought. And look, hey, every human body is different. So again, if you're good, more power to you. That's awesome. But examine what it does to your sleep, to your rest, to your thinking, to your speech, to your ability to get up and exercise. So while it may not seem like it's having an impact, I can have a drink. Well, what aren't you doing instead that you could be doing to make your life the best that it could possibly be, so you can feel better tomorrow? Huh? See what I did there? Okay. Um, Again, we've got on the table today. How you doing, Paper Mache Pig? You hanging in there? Rock and roll. Okay. The Surreal Brewing Company Juicy Mavs Hazy IPA. Now, Surreal Brewing Company, the husband and wife team out of California. Pretty cool story. They felt really excluded by not being able to enjoy the craft beer revolution that was kind of taking place and still is. It's these IPAs that they've come up just a long ways, and there are tons of them out there. And they felt left out, and they were like, "Oh, this stinks." And then they had a life-changing moment. They got a breast cancer diagnosis. They battled back and beat it, and they decided, hey, we're going to start making delicious non-alcoholic beers so that we can participate, and so that other people can too that like beer and the taste of beer. They've got reduced gluten beers. This one actually has 0 sugar, so that's pretty cool. So not only are they going from for the alcohol, remove the non-alcoholic aspect, they're also going even further into some of the health benefits to try to give the added bonuses. So really hope this is good, because they support a lot of good causes. They ship free beer also to active service members, military service members around the world too. So pretty cool. So without further ado, let's dig in there, have a little look in the official drinking glass of Feeling Better Tomorrow. The Kerr Mason jar. Looks good. Not a whole lot there smell-wise, but who cares, right? By the way, the description says this hazy IPA bursts with tropical fruit and citrus character, accentuated by fruity yeast esters and a subtle clean finish. Best enjoyed at a cellar temperature between 55 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no idea what the temperature is. I just got it out of the fridge and dumped it in the old Kerr. But let's have another sip here. Hello, dog. Say hello. Good girl. Okay. No beer for you. Sorry. I couldn't be more disappointed. There's nothing here. There's no flavor. There's certainly nothing bursting forth out of anywhere. There's nothing floral, fruity. It's kind of like just a slightly flavored water. So yeah, this is great. I really appreciate you being here. This is very helpful. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything here. I mean, there's a little bit of something, but it's just kind of dusty and not very vibrant or flavorful. Doesn't linger. That's a total bummer, because I was really hopeful that because of what they're doing, where they've come from, and their goal, that they would deliver. But look, hey, I've got another one in the fridge. I'll bust that one out next. It's a Kolsch. Maybe we'll have better luck there. And they do have several. I mean, they're on the site. They won a gold medal for beer flavor before, or one of their beers before. Why did I say beer flavor? Is that something you can gold medal in? I mean, I guess it is. They have beer competitions, so I guess technically it is a gold medal for beer flavor. Anyway, I do not recommend the Juicy Mavs Hazy IPA from Surreal, but let's get out there. We'll Paper Mache Pig and I will go try some more of their stuff, and hopefully it'll be a little more flavorful. Okay, one more try. Hold on. Nope, sorry, I got nothing. It's real light. I wouldn't call it an IPA at all. This is more like a light beer. So if you're into that and you just want to see an IPA slapped across the can there, and knock yourself out. Have at it. But it's very light. I guess it's kind of refreshing, but I wouldn't go there. There are plenty of other substitutions. By the way, if you haven't seen my review or for any of them, please scroll through and go digging through those. We've sampled a lot for you so far, and there's some really good stuff out there. And I keep going back to the Guinness well. I'm so excited that Guinness has their non-alcoholic version of Guinness, and it tastes like Guinness. Look, if you go to Dublin, Ireland, and go to the Guinness or any bar over there for pub, excuse me, um, Guinness is just better. It's delicious. It's fantastic over there. One of my favorite beers. But look, if you this tastes the non-alcoholic Guinness tastes like anything you're gonna get here, and like I was telling somebody last night, you can have four of them for breakfast, and none of the side effects of the fully loaded version. But the Guinness is delicious, and Heineken's delicious too. Please scroll through, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff that people say on the YouTubes. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Please examine where you are. Just ask yourself honestly: is a life without alcohol? Can I go a week? Can I go a month? Can I go a year? Can I go the rest of my life? Whatever. You're not missing out. There's a ton of stuff, and we're going to keep working hard for you here to find the best ones out there so that you can enjoy those beers from time to time, but just improve yourself, and that you'll feel better tomorrow. So, isn't that right, Paper Mache Pig? Isn't that right, Peaches? Good girl. Thanks, Peaches, for joining us today. It was very exciting. Look, I hope you feel great. I hope you feel good today, but I hope you feel better tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.